he was a giant. We're all going to miss him. His wonderful spirit, his laugh, it moved us to be better lawyers.
Tonight, friends near and far are remembering legendary lawyer Walter Umphrey. The titan of Texas law died today after a long illness. He was 85 years old.
Now, the Port Arthur native built a legacy representing the little guy. His wins against big business, big tobacco, and the insurance industry all drew national attention. But Umphrey never went far from his Southeast Texas roots. Tonight, 12 News has extensive coverage as we remember Walter Umphrey's accomplishments that extend far beyond the courtroom.
Yeah, he was a fierce fighter and a huge philanthropist whose generosity benefited universities and civic organizations that were close to his heart. We have team coverage tonight. Amelia White will look into Umphrey's legacy of giving in just a moment. Everything from parks to stadiums that now bear the Umphrey family name.
But first, let's look into Umphrey's legal legacy. Cameron Seibert is live at the law firm he built from the ground up.
Days, Jordan. Beaumont lost a legal giant today. Lawyers who worked with Walter Umphrey, they know him as a friend, but they also know him as a fighter.
Caught in a civil case, you probably wanted to have Walter Umphrey as your lawyer.
Walter never ran away from a case, even if it was hard or difficult. He would take on anyone, and he taught me that. As long as you're willing to fight, take them on.
It was that attitude that helped Umphrey win some landmark cases.
I mean, he pioneered the asbestos industry. He was the lead counsel on the tobacco cases.
In 1998, Umphrey represented the state of Texas in a civil suit against the tobacco industry. The result was a $15.3 billion check in the largest civil suit settlement in U.S. history.
He's giant, and when he would get up, everybody got quiet because whatever he said was important.
Umphrey founded Provost and Umphrey in 1969. He went on to mentor generations of attorneys.
To know that our job is to protect the working people. Our job is to stand up to the biggest corporations in America and protect them. And that's what he taught me to this day, and that's the way we run the firm now.
Umphrey graduated from Baylor University in 1959, and he earned his law degree there in 1965. The law school now bears his name.
It's like being at home when you're at Baylor Law School. It's very moving to go in there and see how he has contributed to law in general.
And although friends describe him as a legend, a giant, and a larger-than-life figure,
Walter was the most accessible, open person and down to earth. He was so down to earth, even though how successful he's been. I'm not ever going to forget him.
Provost Umphrey's managing partner, Joe Fisher, told me today that the law firm intends to carry on Walter Umphrey's legacy by continuing to fight for their hard-working clients. Live in Beaumont, Cameron Seibert, 12 News.
All right, Cameron, thank you. Walter Umphrey was also a philanthropist who supported so many civic and community groups, including Baylor and Lamar University. When Lamar brought back football, he and his wife Sheila partnered with the law firm to provide a $4 million grant to that program. And Lamar then named the renovated football facility Provost Umphrey Stadium.
12 News reporter Amelia White is live with us tonight to share his impact on the community.
Jordan Dage, look around Southeast Texas. It's hard to miss the impact Walter Umphrey left around town. From football stadiums to parks, his name is etched in stone. Today I spoke with two people who are reflecting on his memory.
Aside from being a legal legend,
the man led a team that broke down the tobacco industry. I mean, raise your hand if he did that.
Walter Umphrey was a well-known community leader.
Walter was a man of his word. If he said it, you could believe it was going to happen.
That's how the Museum of Gulf Coast in Port Arthur was built, by Umphrey lending a helping hand.
Whenever the museum was starting, having funding for this made it very difficult. And so he stepped up and helped us with sponsoring tables.
Museum Director Tom Neal says Umphrey never shied away from giving back to his community.
People that have wealth just hold it back. Walter believed in distributing and helping people in his hometown.
Lamar University's former president Jimmy Simmons says Umphrey was the sole reason football was brought back to the campus.
We needed that major donation to carry us forward into the new era. And we sat with him, Billy Tubbs and I did. And he looked at us and he said, let's do it.
Umphrey and his wife donated a $4 million grant to the program to renovate the football stadium.
And we just almost fell out of the chair. We were so excited.
So although Umphrey has passed on, his kind deeds have cemented a lasting legacy.
Walter's love for his town and his means to be able to back it up.
Many people leaned on Umphrey's advice, influence, and wisdom, a true inspiration to many across Southeast Texas. I'm live tonight at Lamar University. Amelia White, 12 News.
All right, Amelia, and you can read more about Walter Umphrey's life and legacy on 12newsnow.com. Funeral arrangements are pending at Clayton Thompson Funeral Home in Groves.